This year has been disturbingly violent for children in our area. In St. Louis City alone, 11 kids under 17 years old have been killed since January 1st. Across the metro, 4 kids have been killed in St. Louis County. That includes the 3-year-old who accidentally shot himself today. 2 children have been killed in the Metro East. The loss of young lives and senseless violence in our community has one pastor on a mission tonight. Like so many of you, he is sick of it. So he's taking his own approach to stopping the crime. News 4's Kim St. Onge is live sharing his message.
He plans to stop here in the Hill next week as part of his plan to visit all 79 neighborhoods in the city of St. Louis by the end of this year to pray for an end to this violence. So far this year, he's already been to 60 of them, and he wants to spread a message of hope and love. Every week, it's the same routine.
All right, now here is the St. Louis neighborhood maps, and so this is the map we've been using to pick which neighborhoods we would go out into.
Pastor Kurt Wilson hits 5 every week, starting with the Riverview neighborhood in North City.
We started in January in below zero weather. We've been out there in 100-degree weather, and so it doesn't matter, we go every week.
With friends, he walks the street, praying for anyone and everything, for this violence to stop.
There's just such a division in this city, you know, city to county and all these divisions, and that's what we're trying to do, is we're across the line and say, you know what, we can break these down just by showing up where people don't show up.
After 15-year-old Santonio Cox was killed in the Carondelet neighborhood in August, Wilson met nearly 24 people every morning at 6:30 for a week to pray. Some drove an hour to be there.
Here are the people that God is bringing here that we've never met before that are just showing up to pray. It's a beautiful thing how the people of St. Louis are coming together.
2 of them, seen in this Facebook video, a mom and son.
We pretty much just stayed in a circle and prayed for the crime of St. Louis to go down and children to be spared.
Nikki and Ashton drove in from the county 3 out of the 7 days.
And those mothers that are crying out for their children, my mama heart breaks with theirs, and I don't know how I can help them other than God knows, and that was my first place to start.
You may be thinking, prayer won't fix all the problems. Wilson knows it won't, but says it's a big step in the right direction.
We don't know what the next day holds for them, but for one day we get to be there and encourage that person, and they get to be seen, and I think that's the big thing. Like, people don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, they feel alone, and we get to be that for one day.
This year-long mission of praying for all 79 neighborhoods in the city of St. Louis all leads up to what Wilson is calling Pray for the Lou Day on March 14th. He hopes that people from all of the churches and all 79 neighborhoods will come together in the streets that day and pray for our city. We've posted more information about that event on the News 4 app. Live in the Hill tonight, Kim St. Onge, News 4.